Right, hello year 9. Welcome to the last lesson of the day, more than likely. There is another lesson if Sarah or Miss are really racing ahead with this, but this should be really your last lesson of the day. And I know that it's probably been quite a long day with loads of information about the periodic table, but hopefully you've enjoyed some of the activities. Now, when I come back, I will do the alkali metal demonstration that you're going to see. You can also start with the recap quiz because you have done the noble gas lesson. Now, the most expensive element on the planet is what you're firstly going to think about. It is, there is a description in the little box at the bottom for Miss Sir to help you discuss this, but you might be surprised to learn what the most expensive metal is. So I'm going to skip past the next bit because that is a video, and luckily you can't see the answer to that first question there, but I'll also put in another video that'll tell you a little bit about the element that is the most expensive. So you are going to then write down this key definition at the bottom to tell us what the alkali metals are. Then you're going to draw the electron configuration because I really enjoy doing that. You must love it by now for lithium, sodium and potassium in your book. And then you're going to write down any similarities and differences you can see between the structure and how you think it relates to their reactivity. Now, once you've done that, there is the demo. Now, the demo is something that I will definitely do when I come back because I really like this demo. I really like watching the alkali metals explode in water. So I will do that when I come back. But for now, there's a nice video that you can watch and be able to fill in that table until I get the chance to come in and do that. Now, there's the answer, so I better get that off. Once you've done that and you've watched those videos, you can then answer these questions in your book. So which metal is the most reactive? You'll be able to see that. What gas is released during the reaction? How do you test for this gas? What happens if we put rubidium into water? What does this tell you about the reactivity of the alkali metals as you go down? And why is it important that the alkali metals are stored in oil? If you can do a word equation for the reaction of alkali metals in oxygen, that is fantastic as well. So if you had lithium and you said lithium plus oxygen, your little arrow, what would you make is what I'm looking for. So I'll put the answers into this PowerPoint for Miss or Sir to go over with you. And then you have a nice little video. Now, the alkali metals are really fun, but they are really dangerous. If I came in and I did the demonstration and I had a little piece of potassium and I left it on the bench at the back of the room overnight and somebody came in and told Miss Joblin I'd done that, or told somebody outside of school that I'd left out the alkali metals, it would cost the school £50,000 because they do explode. Now, I always say to my class, and you can say don't flush sodium down the toilet, but I will always ask them, and I set to this, where is the first place you would put the sodium? And I usually get the answer down the toilet. So you can actually see what happens if you flush sodium down the toilet. Once you've done this, you've got a little bit about the reactivity and why it increases. And then you have another video that is a lovely song about the alkali metals that you can enjoy. I quite like dancing this one. Listen to it all the time in the house. Then you are going to look at the reaction that happens. Now, all the reactions of the alkali metals and water all make the same thing. They make a hydroxide and you always get hydrogen gas. So you should be able to write the similar equation for sodium, potassium and one other alkali metal of your choice. You might even be able to do a symbol equation. Now, don't worry too much about these twos at the moment. If you know what these are and you remember what these are, someone did this with you last year, you can do that as well. But it would just be great if some of you could attempt a symbol equation. Now, the last thing you are going to do is you're going to create an information pack about the alkali metals. And to do this, I have a nice little help sheet here. So you might want to copy this onto your piece of paper or into your book if they haven't been printed. And then I've got a little bit of a description in each box about what you can put in. So background, describe their position in the periodic table. So I would say the alkali metals are in group 1 of the periodic table. There is lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. They are called the alkali metals, and anything else interesting, but like the fact that if you put them in water, they explode. Now, I'll also add in a couple of other videos because I've just thought of some other fun things that Miss or Sir might like to show you. And that will be the end of this lesson and maybe even the end of the day. Now, hopefully you've had a good day. You've learned something about the periodic table and about the groups in the periodic table. When I come back next week, I will be testing you on it. So hopefully you've paid attention. So see you soon, yeah, now. Bye.